Today we share the impact story of a mother due to fentanyl poisoning shared on Facebook. Drug dealers are lacing more and more drugs with fentanyl to assure a dedicated customer through addiction. This action is considered poisoning someone with a substance they don't expect. It is considered murder as it results in death. Deep in the story, this mom shares her own struggle with the disease of addiction. We also see some influences that contribute to that disease. Please recognize these are real people, human beings, and real lives impacted by the disease of addiction. As you listen to this story, you can feel the real pain of this mother losing her son and the changes it is forcing in her life.
My story. My son, Nikki R. My son, Justin, died of fentanyl poisoning. He was murdered by his drug dealer. He was 25 years old. We had grown extremely close in the last few years while he lived with me off and on. A relationship that had been strained for so long because of the mistakes I made. He struggled with drug use and brokenness. He was my child, the child of an addict, a mother that drank and used so much that she didn't even know the damage she caused. That mother is me. Yes, that mother is me. I'm an addict. And since the death of my son in January, I have struggled more than I ever have. I wanted to stop using, but I couldn't. My addiction progressed so rapidly when I relapsed 18 months ago that I couldn't see that time was running short. I thought I had time. I thought I had more time. My son died wishing that I would get clean. My son died because his cocaine was laced with fentanyl. My son died because he went out for the first time in weeks to celebrate passing a drug test for one of the best jobs he had ever landed. He was doing better than he ever had been. He was happy, he was free. Or so we thought. 3 days ago, I broke free from an abusive relationship that had been holding me down for months. My son died worrying about me with that man. My son died. He's never coming back. The pain you feel when you lose a precious thing like this, your child, cannot be numbed. My ex-husband's words, we didn't know pain like this even existed. Nothing overshadows it. He's gone. He's never coming back to this earth. Soon, I will tell my story for the world to hear. How could I survive? But he didn't. What can I do to make it up to him? I can get clean and die clean for him and my other 2 living children. He's gone. There is nothing I would not do to trade places with him. I go to treatment this week, and his name will not be forgotten. I will tell my story for the whole world to hear. Once I gather my strength back up, I will be on a mission to inspire and help others that have suffered from addiction and domestic abuse. My son will not have died in vain. He will be my inspiration and motivation to save lives. We will be together again when we meet at the throne of our Father in heaven. He is now my angel, 25 years old. I just hope then one day he can look down from heaven and finally be proud of his mother. Me, I pray that I have enough time left to save just one life through God's work within me. To change one life would mean I was successful in my purpose that God has granted me. God can restore all things. But as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive. Genesis 50:20, New King James Version.
This story shares the pain this mother feels due to the murder of her son by fentanyl poisoning. Her own struggle with the disease of addiction and guilt weighs heavily on her mind. She wants her new angel to be proud of her for overcoming this disease, and this drives her desire and goal of sobriety. We have spoken in other videos about the importance of pride to recovery. She will now focus her energy on saving one life from this disease. We hope her reach can go further, and expect it will. Addiction is much like the disease of cancer. You don't choose to have it. We wish this mother and her family recovery and peace from this all too common event of fentanyl poisoning.